This is AP News. I'm Rita Foley. The Supreme Court hears arguments in a case involving Donald Trump this morning. The AP's Mark Sherman.
The court is going to take up whether the former president can even be prosecuted for his efforts to overturn his 2020 election loss to President Joe Biden.
And then there's the hush money trial in New York. Donald Trump will be there when court resumes this morning. Manhattan jurors will hear more witness testimony from a veteran tabloid publisher. Hamas has been talking to the AP about its war with Israel.
A top Hamas political official has told the Associated Press that they would lay down their weapons if a two-state solution is put in place. Hamas official Khalil al-Hayya said in an interview that the Islamic militant group would agree to a 5-year truce with Israel if an independent Palestinian state is established along pre-1967 borders. If that happens, he said, the group's military wing would dissolve and Hamas would convert into a political party. The comments come amid a stalemate in months of ceasefire talks, but it's unlikely Israel, which has vowed to crush Hamas, would consider such a scenario. Israel's current leadership is adamantly opposed to the creation of a Palestinian state. I'm Karen Chamas.
Here in the U.S., pro-Palestinian protests continue on college campuses across the country. Several universities booted demonstrators yesterday. This morning, Ukraine is working to get new weapons and ammunition from that big U.S. aid package to its eastern front line. Russia's trying to take ground from outnumbered and outgunned Ukrainian troops. American Ryan Corbett, believed to be a prisoner of the Taliban in Afghanistan since 2022, should be released, say his lawyers, who are appealing to the UN this morning. They say he's being treated inhumanely, malnourished, and deprived of medical care. This is AP News. To Chicago now. The AP's Ed Donahue on the Rat Hole.
A Chicago sidewalk landmark some locals affectionately call the Rat Hole is gone. A portion of sidewalk in Chicago's North Side neighborhood of Roscoe Village has bared an imprint of a rat. It was discovered by a bigger audience when a Chicago comedian shared a photo of it on social media. City officials say the concrete around the rat is damaged and had to be replaced. A lot of work was done across the street from Georgina Ulrich's home.
Oh my gosh. All this for a rat imprint.
Some neighbors complained about the visitors. Some left coins and other items across the sidewalk. The square is now in storage.
Bye-bye, rat hole. You're going off to your new home somewhere else.
It's not clear where it will end up, and some neighbors think the imprint was caused by a squirrel. I'm Ed Donahue.
I'm Rita Foley, AP News.
Stop in today at Napa Auto Parts Store in Salem. You can save up to 10% on Napa Marine, RV, and Power Sports batteries. Grease Monkey utility gloves, a 3-pack for only $11.99. And you can get $10 off any 2 wiper blades when you buy a 5-quart bottle of Mobil 1 motor oil. Stop by Napa Auto Parts Store, 604 East Scenic Rivers Boulevard in Salem today.
For over 130 years, there have been moments in Cardinals baseball that will last a lifetime.
Baseball has some of the best athletes in sports.
With amazing feats, amazing moments, amazing plays, there's nothing quite like Cardinals baseball.
When you listen to the game, you just never know who that next hero may be.
We will have it all right here for you on the Cardinals Radio Network, powered by Graybar. Cardinal baseball on your Ozark sports leader, KSMO.
The Bank of Salem has an important notice for their drive-thru customers. The new drive-thru hours are as follows. Monday through Thursday from 7:30 in the morning until 5:30 in the afternoon. Friday, 7:30 in the morning until 6 in the evening. And on Saturday from 8 in the morning until noon. The Bank of Salem lobby hours will remain 8:30 in the morning till 4:30 in the afternoon, Monday through Friday. The Bank of Salem, member FDIC, and equal housing lender. Quick look at our forecast does call for clouds to continue to increase as the morning goes on. We will eventually have some rain coming into our area, and it probably will be maybe even a little bit of sprinkling something this morning before noon, but the better chance, 40% chance this afternoon. Probably 1 to 2 will get by without rain, maybe somewhere between 2 and 3 it'll start coming in. Then we should start to see rain off and on throughout most of the evening. as well, and there could be some heavy rainfall associated with a few of the thunder showers that could come through. We will have that today and tonight. Southeasterly winds will be with us throughout the entire day. This morning from 5 to 15, gusting to 20. This afternoon and tonight, going to be about 10 up to 20, gusting to near 30. Chance of rain today, again, about 40%, then 60% chance tonight, 70% chance tomorrow with showers, very breezy, southerly winds at 18 to 25, gusting to near 40. We will have a possibility of showers and thunder showers Friday and Friday night. Still breezy Friday night with south winds 25 to 28 miles an hour, gusting to 40. We will have a chance of rain Friday night of 60%, 50% chance of more showers and possibly thunder showers on Saturday. Now we will have some intermittent sunshine that'll pop through a few times through the day on Saturday. High of 78, still very breezy. Southerly winds 20 to 25, gusting to 35 to 40. Saturday night, a chance of showers developing. More than likely, it'll be very close to midnight or after. Cloudy, 3 in 10 chance of that happening, and a low of 62, with a 60% chance of more showers and thunder showers throughout the day Sunday. Still breezy, and a high of 75, with those showers continuing into Sunday night and then Monday morning. At the KSMO studios right now, your hometown radio station. We've been watching the rain continue out in southwest and western Missouri. Right now, it's trying to make its way towards central parts of Missouri. We have 47 degrees. We're going to call it partly cloudy skies, and we still see a little bit of blue out there. We, at the moment, have winds out of the east at 6 miles an hour, 82% relative humidity, pressure rising, 30.23 inches, feels like 44 right now at KSMO. Stick around, news is next when we come right back on KSMO, Salem, Missouri.
I think every farmer faces the challenge of stress during the growing season. You stick a bunch of money in the ground and you just pray the good Lord lets it rain and lets you have a crop. So we actually participate in the NutriTrack program and the Crop Track program, where it gives us a lot of peace of mind if in the busy months of the summer when we're baling hay and we can't get out to every field every week. We know someone's out there looking after us.
Performance driven, farmer focused. MFA, your whole farm solution.
Jet Tire and Auto has a wide selection of tires and wheels in stock and can special order any tires you may need. They are also a full-service auto repair shop serving the Salem and surrounding areas, offering a variety of services from alignments to oil changes to bumper-to-bumper checks, as well as UTV services. Jet Tire and Auto also does state inspections and emission tests. Check out their website for all the services they offer at jettireandauto.com, and don't forget to like them on Facebook. For more information or questions, call 729-3650 or stop by 800 South Park Street in Salem.
The Salem Memorial District Hospital Radiology Department strives to stay at the forefront of technology through high-quality diagnostic imaging tools such as CT scans, MRIs, X-rays, nuclear medicine, DEXA scans, 3D mammographies, ultrasound, and more. Many services are offered 24 hours a day, 7 days a week through the emergency room, while other services are offered through outpatient services Monday through Friday. To find out more about the Radiology Department, contact me, Bobby Sullins, at 729-6626. The Salem Memorial District Hospital. Every patient, every encounter, every time.
Good morning. It's Thursday, April 25th. Time for news. Local news brought to you as a courtesy of all of us right here at KSMO Radio. We appreciate you joining us. Hope your day is going to be a good day. We don't have any sports today, so there'll be a lot of information coming your way throughout the day. So there you go. Kind of keep that in mind. If you're going to be traveling, you can travel with us with all kinds of entertainment and information for you here on KSMO. Right now, my name is Stan Stevens, bringing you a look at news. Local news on KSMO AM 1340, FM 95.7, online, KSMOradio.com, KSMO Stream Facebook, and KSMO YouTube. Let's get to it without further ado, shan't we? In news, City of Salem held a special meeting on Wednesday at the Salem Community Center at the Armory to discuss Resolution 11-2024 for donation by the City of Salem to the Salem Housing Authority of the City of Salem for the development of affordable housing for the benefit of the community. City Administrator Sally Burbridge updated the board on the sewer improvements that are scheduled to begin soon near the proposed property, I should say. She has been in contact with Mike Godey, chairman of the Bone Break Board, about requesting an easement to allow for the sewer lines to be aligned on the Bone Break property. Jeff Meadows of Archer Elgin explained that the new sewer line will be built to improve sewer concerns in that neighborhood. The $200,000 cost for this improvement will be paid for by the certificate of participation that was implemented in 2017 as part of the Phase 1 upgrades to the sewer treatment plant. Burbridge explained that if the Salem Housing Authority is able to secure funding to build the 24 units, the plans will still need to be submitted and reviewed by the city staff and engineers for the final approval. Motion was made by Alderman John Whalen and seconded by Alderwoman Kayla Sisko to donate the old middle school property to the Salem Housing Authority. Alderman Bowler-Jack and Alderwoman Den voted no, and Mayor Parker had to break the tie, and he voted yes to approve and pass this resolution. The meeting was then adjourned. Route TT in Reynolds County is getting some work done on it today, weather permitting. The work will take place from 8 this morning till 3 in the afternoon. And then that work is being done on Route TT between Highway 72 and Route KK in Bunker. Motorists are urged to use extreme caution if you're going to be driving that area, or urged to call the Missouri Department of Transportation at 1-888-ESCMO. If you have questions, that's 888-275-6636. Salem Planning and Zoning Board of Commissioners will meet at 6 o'clock at the Salem Community Center of the Army for a public hearing and public meeting to discuss two requests for a conditional use permit for short-term vacation rentals at 906 Southwater, number 2 North MacArthur. The public hearing and meeting are both open to the public. Also, the Salem Community Involvement Committee will meet at 5 at the Salem Area Chamber of Commerce to discuss fundraising for the July 4th fireworks. The meeting is also open to the public. Salem Hospital Board of Directors will meet this evening at 6. After the roll call, there'll be a vote to go into closed session to discuss real estate, employees, and bids before they adjourn. This Saturday will be Drug Take-Back Day in Denton County. 10 in the morning till 2 in the afternoon. Actually, it's going to be held throughout the entire state. You can bring your unused or expired medications to either Country Mart or Walmart parking lots and then have them disposed of properly and safely. Do not flush them down the toilet. Take Back Day is sponsored by a partnership with the Salem Police Department, Denton County Sheriff's Department, and Healthy Denton County Prevention Coalition. This Saturday at the Ozark Natural Cultural Resource Center on Highway 19 at the exhibit called Crossroads, Change in Rural America, there'll be a group discussion and reflection of, quote, what we learned from the Crossroads themes, unquote. It'll start at 10 o'clock. There'll also be a performance from the Salem Community Choir after the discussion. The exhibit's open through Thursday, May 2nd. There's no charge to visit the exhibit. Crossroads exhibit is part of the Museum on Main Street, a collaboration between the Smithsonian Institution and the State Humanities Councils nationwide. Support for the Museum on Main Street has been provided by the U.S. Congress. And the 9th Annual Veterans Affairs Day, that's going to be held tomorrow. And it will be from 10 in the morning until 2 in the afternoon, sponsored by the American Legion Post number 99 and VFW Post 6280 at 2522 Highway 32 West. The Affairs Day is where veterans can learn about the changes and requirements required to get them their benefits. Veterans can also enroll in VA health care. Veterans Affairs Day is an annual outreach to the veterans of central rural Missouri and attempt to provide easier access to VA services. This includes the American Legion District 16 and the VFW District 2. They include Camden, Cole, Crawford, Dent, Howell, Laclede, Marys, Miller, Phelps, Osage, Pulaski, Reynolds, Shannon, Texas, and Wright counties. Representatives from the Department of Veterans Affairs will include enrollment and claims processing specialists from the Truman VA Hospital, as well as benefit advisors from the St. Louis VA Regional Office. The Columbia Veterans Center will have counselors and advisors on hand in their mobile unit. Missouri Veterans Commission will also have service officers at the event, as well as the Department of Education Veterans Employment Representative. They also have invited representatives from the elected officials, including Congressman Jason Smith and U.S. Senator Josh Hawley. The event starts at 10 and a light lunch will be provided around noon. It doesn't matter when you served. If you have questions, a claim, or need to enroll in the VA healthcare system, please attend. Don't miss out on your hard-earned benefits. Call the American Legion Post number 99, or the VFW Post 6280, 573-729-3710 for questions or to schedule a private time with a counselor. 7:45, sports is next when we come back.
FCS Financial, with you every step of the way.
At FCS Financial, we believe that lending should be more. More about relationships, more about opportunities, more about communities. And as a cooperative, FCS Financial's member owners expect more. For over a century, we've been giving just that. We're more than an ag lender, more than a rural home lender, and more than a crop insurance provider. We're a team of ag experts committed to seeing rural communities and agriculture grow. While we do provide the loans and insurance you need, we also live in your communities, attend the same events, and want to see our neighbors succeed. We're family, here to help and stand strong through whatever comes. Visit FCSFinancial.com or call 800-444-3276 if you want more from your lender, an equal housing lender and equal opportunity provider.
At KSMO in sports, our Salem Lady Tigers committed 9 errors and the Thayer Bobcats scored 8 unearned runs en route to a 16-6 win over Salem. Salem is 4-14. They'll play Avon, a makeup game, Friday at 4:30, weather permitting, at the Salem City Park. Salem Baseball Tigers will be adored today, weather permitting, starting at 4:30. Salem Baseball Tigers are 13-2 on the year. And the Salem varsity tennis team finished 4th in the SCA Conference meet. Congratulations going out to J.J. Smith and Blaine Kennedy. They were named the second team all-conference team in doubles. Cardinals took on the Arizona Diamondbacks yesterday at Busch Stadium in the rubber game of their 3-game series. John Rooney and Ricky Horton have that report, gentlemen.
With Ricky Horton, I'm John Rooney. The Cardinals beat an old Cardinal, Jordan Montgomery, a 5-1 victory over the Diamondbacks, and the Cardinals won 2 out of 3.
Kyle Gibson picked up his second victory of the year. He was solid again going 6 innings. He only gave up 1 run, and that was in the first inning. The Cardinals were able to score late in the game, and their bullpen did the job again. And their bullpen meaning Romero, Kittredge, Ryan Helsley, they put up nothing but zeros.
And Gibson is 2-2 with the win, beating Arizona, and now it's on to New York. A day off today, and then the Mets over the weekend. But to get 2 out of 3 against Arizona could be a nice springboard.
Oh, no doubt about that. And playing the Mets, hopefully a couple more series victories on the road.
The Cardinals will be facing Jose Butto. Butto 0-0. Miles Michaelis 1-3 will start for the Cardinals. We're on the air tomorrow night, 5:15, 6 o'clock. Ricky will have the lineups, and I'll bring you the first pitch from Citi Field in New York around 6:10.
Thanks, gentlemen. And KSMO Radio will have that game on KSMO Salem, 1340 AM, 95.7 FM. And Bobby Witt Jr.'s 5th inning single drove into what became the eventual game-winning run. As Kansas City held on to beat Toronto 3-2 for the second straight day. Blue Jays and Royals played this afternoon at Kauffman Stadium. KC has won 2 of the first 3 games of that series. And that will do it for news and sports, brought to you as a courtesy of all of us right here at KSMO, your hometown radio station. Up next, it's time for the Daily Investment Report from the offices of Joe Brand and Leah Nash of Edward Jones. Edward Jones Brokerage, been around helping people for a long time. 1922 is when they got started. That's 102 years. Get in touch with Joe or Leah today, 729-3831, or drop by the office, 907 South Pershing. Joe Brand, Leah Nash of Edward Jones, member SIPC, and the Daily Investment Report. With our report this morning, Leah Nash. Leah?
This is financial advisor Leah Nash from Edward Jones bringing you the daily financial market report. U.S. equities closed higher. The Dow closed down 43 points at 38,461. The Nasdaq closed up 16 points at 15,713. The S&P 500 closed up 1 point at 5,072. And in the bond market, 10-year Treasury yields are trading at 4.64%, higher by 0.04 percentage points. In commodity markets, the price of crude oil was down 46 cents at $82.90, and spot price of gold was down $9.80 to $2,332.30. In stocks, the local interest, Ameren Corporation closed up 69 cents at $74.71. AT&T closed up 31 cents at $16.81. Boeing Company closed down $4.85 at $164.33. Dollar General closed up 43 cents at $143.16. ExxonMobil closed up 2 cents at $121.05. McDonald's closed down 13 cents at $276.75. Microsoft closed up $1.49 at $409.06. PepsiCo closed up $6.19 at $177.41. Pfizer closed down 5 cents at $26.27. Procter & Gamble closed up $1.10 at $162.60. U.S. Bancorp closed up 64 cents at $41.61. And Walmart closed up 78 cents at $59.87. This has been today's Financial Market Report, brought to you by Edward Jones and Financial Advisors Joe Brand and Leah Nash. Member SIPC, serving individual investors with personalized attention. Financial advice at 907 South Pershing in Salem, Missouri. If you'd like additional information, please stop by or contact us at 573-729-3831. Daily commentary is also located on our website at edwardjones.com.
Thank you, Leah. And don't forget to join us again for our next daily investment report, brought to you as a courtesy of all of us right here at KSMO Radio, your hometown radio station, and your friends at Joe Brand and Leah Nash of Edward Jones, 907 South Pershing. Call or stop by. You can call 729-3831 and get all the information you need. Or again, don't forget to check out Edward Jones online as well. You can do a lot of different information there. But if you do need information or need some explanation of different things that are going on, get in touch with them or drop by. Joe Brand, Leah Nash of Edward Jones, member SIPC, right here in Salem. At KSMO 751 on your Thursday morning, April 25th. And we invite you to keep it right here. We are going to come right back. We have for you waiting next a look at some local weather information, and it looks a little bit nasty out there coming in. So, not right now, but it will, and we're going to tell you all about that when we do come right back here in just a moment on KSMO Media.
Want a product that will give you nitrogen all season long? Then you want to try Envita. Envita gets directly into the cells of the plants, and it's easy to apply, foliar or in furrow. Envita provides the flexibility you need for your farm practices. Whether you want to reduce your nitrogen and maintain yield, or maintain your nitrogen and increase yield, Envita fits your farm. Envita SC formulation is OMRI registered. To learn more about Envita, visit azotic.com. That's AZOTIC.com.
Getting ready to take on spring? Make your first move with the reliable performance and power of Steel battery tools. From hedge trimmers and mowers to string trimmers and more, save on select Steel battery tools. Right now, save $50 on the FSA 57 battery trimmer set. Real Steel. Find yours at steeldealers.com. With AK-10 battery and AL101 charger. Offer valid for a limited time only while supplies last. See participating dealer for details.
Developmental screenings help parents determine if their child is meeting developmental milestones that are appropriate for their age.
Developmental screenings can provide wonderful insight into ways to better support your child.
Don't be afraid to get a screening. Whatever the results, it will be so helpful to you and your family. Learn more about developmental screenings at earlyconnections.mo.gov.
It's time for weather on Operation Weather Watch, a complete summary of weather in the region and KSMO listening area. We invite you right here at KSMO to stick around for that complete forecast, which we're going to start right now. The forecast for today and tonight, if not most all locations, are going to see some kind of rainfall today. The latest and the greatest thoughts give two main rounds of more widespread moderate to heavy rainfall. The first round is impacting southwest Missouri already this morning, and it will through about 2 o'clock this afternoon. After this round exits, the second round of heavier rainfall would impact areas mainly along the Highway 160 to Highway 60 corridor from the 4 to 9 o'clock time frame. In between these rounds, rain will still persist across much of the Springfield forecast area, but will be more scattered, light, with on and off showers, hit and miss. With widespread rain and cloud cover and the warm front staying southwest of the area, highs should top out a little bit over 60. If it is raining, it's probably going to be in the middle 50s. Now, the mid and upper level short wave is going to become compact, then intensify as it lifts northeast through the Central Plains on Friday. North to south oriented remnant convection from storms in the Central Plains will move through the area Friday morning before stalling across central Missouri during the early afternoon. This will bring a slight risk for excessive rainfall and flooding across parts of the forecast area during the day Friday. Rain totals from this training convection could be 1/2 to 1.5 inches through the area, but there could be isolated amounts of over 3 inches. The focus then shifts to a severe threat Friday evening. A dry line is going to set up somewhere in extreme east Kansas. The ongoing training convection mentioned brings into question the amount of surface destabilization for storms to successfully initiate. Dry line forcing will be subtle, making it difficult for the storms to initiate, but nevertheless, the subtle forcing along with the dry line could be enough for the isolated storm development along the Missouri-Kansas border. Any storm that does initiate will be in a potent environment for them to become severe. This includes all hazards, tornado, hail, winds, everything. Storms should generally diminish after sunset, with the lows in the middle 60s, but wind gusts of 60 miles an hour could be possible. Another potent impulse of shortwave energy will lift through the Central Plains Saturday. This will once again interact with a slightly more muggy, warm, and moist sector characterized by highs closer to 80. The dew points will be in the upper 60s. Heavy rain and a potential for flooding will occur again Saturday night. Additionally, the upper-level wave is expected to undergo some rapid strengthening Saturday and overlap a meridional jet streak that's going to be over the area with right entrance dynamics forcing synoptic ascent. With mean flow largely north to south and parallel to the surface boundaries, this again could provide for the trainings of storms to repeat going over the same locations again and again and again. The system will continue its slow track northeastward, and the upper level and surface features will be in position for severe weather once again through Sunday. And again, the synoptic setup will favor the training of those storms, making excessive rainfall and flooding a threat. For now, the eastern half of the forecast area has a slight risk for that excessive rainfall and flooding. After some cooler temperatures with highs in the mid-70s and lows in the middle 50s on Sunday and Monday, we'll warm back up with dry conditions into the 80s come Tuesday and Wednesday, and probably even into Thursday. Again, highs will be in the 80s, lows will be in the 60s. 72 is our high yesterday, 41 the low. Normal high 71, normal low 49. Record high of 85 was in 1984. 29 the record low in 1910. No rain yesterday for the month. 4 1/12 inches, while 3 11/20 would be normal. 14 2/5 our total for the year. 12 inches would be normal. Sunrise this morning, 6:17. 7:51 the time of sunset. The extended forecast for Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, calling for Monday to have a chance of rain early, then partly sunny, and a high of 75. Partly cloudy Monday night, low 51. Sunny on Tuesday will top out about 81. Clear Tuesday night, low 56. And then sunny Wednesday, high of 83. That local forecast and our current conditions next.
The Cardinals magazine, the care and quality of its presentation, the thick paper, the glossy photographs, and photographs from Stan Musial to Lou Brock to Jim Edmonds to the present-day players, the Cardinal tradition, the history. It will put you right there in Busch Stadium behind home plate like no other magazine. And it's easy to start a subscription. Just call 314-345-9000 or visit cardinals.com/magazine.
At the KSMO studios, our forecast, well, we're going to have a little bit of sun, a little bit of clouds this morning, but it will all eventually become gray and cloudy as the day progresses. We'll have a high today of 66 with winds, well, They're going to pretty much be out of the east-southeast throughout the day. 5 to 10, gusting up to 20. Tonight, showers, thunder showers, absolutely likely. And you're going to see that off and on through the early evening and then late in the evening it'll reemerge after midnight. So cloudy pretty much all night long. Low of 50. Southeast winds 10 to 15. Could gust to near 30. 60% chance of rain. Friday, we have a 70% chance of showers, possibly some thunder showers. Cloudy, high of 73. Breezy conditions with southerly winds at 15 to 25, gusting up to 35 to 40 miles an hour. Friday night, showers are likely and the thunderstorms again, very likely. Cloudy with the low of 61. Very warm low this time of year. Breezy, southerly winds still at 20 to 25, gusting to near 40 miles an hour. Chance of rain Friday night, 60%. Saturday itself, we have a 50-50 chance of morning showers, then becoming partly sunny. High of 78, it'll still be very breezy, with southerly winds 20 to 25, gusting to 40 miles an hour. By Saturday afternoon, we'll have a 50-50 chance of more showers, and then more showers Saturday night, more than likely after midnight. Cloudy and a low of 62. Still very windy on Saturday night with a chance of rain 30%. And Sunday, a chance of showers and possibly some thunder showers by the afternoon. Cloudy, high of 75 and still very windy. The chance of precipitation on Sunday, 60%, and showers and possibly thunderstorms Sunday night, still windy, and a low of 57. Currently in the KSMO studios right now, your hometown radio station, we have cloud cover, but we still have a few locations out there in the sky that allow some little sunshine to come through. So we're going to call it partly to mostly cloudy. We have 48 degrees. We have seen some rain that's off to our west, getting closer and closer, but it has not entered the Denton County area yet. When it does, it should be in the form of a light shower and maybe a sprinkle, and then we could see later on today a little bit heavier rain, but that's how it's going to start. We have 7-mile-an-hour winds still out of east, 80% the relative humidity. Pressure climbing, 30.23 inches. Feels like 45 at KSMO Radio. And that has been a look at weather on Operation Weather Watch, a complete summary of weather in the region and KSMO listening area, all brought to you as a courtesy of all of us right here at KSMO Radio, your hometown radio station. Civic Happenings, it's coming up next when we come back in 90 seconds. Keep it here.
Check out all these great savings at Napa Auto Parts Store in Salem. You can save up to 24% on select small engine air, inline, and oil filters. Plus, they have Rain-X High Foaming Creamy X Wash and Wax, $16.99, and McGuire's Hot Rims All-Wheel and Tire Cleaner, only $6.99 each. Stop by Napa Auto Parts Store at 604 East Scenic Rivers Boulevard in Salem today.
Have you seen Townscreen yet? It's one of the most affordable ways to get your message out in the community. With strategically placed vertical screens in numerous locations in Salem, check it out at the Salem License Office, Roberts Judson Lumber Company, and the Main Street Country Corner Cafe, just to name a few. Find out more about how you can use Townscreen for everything local. Stop by 800 South Main or call 636-338-1199. Hometown created and maintained, Townscreen in Salem.
Missouri families have seen how terrible cancers caused by HPV can be.
To hear the words, "you have cancer," it strikes you to your core.
Fighting cancer is expensive.
When given at age 11 or 12, the HPV vaccine provides lifelong cancer prevention.
Why not protect them for the rest of their life?
Let's prevent cancer together by getting the vaccine, stopping the spread of HPV.
A message from Missouri Immunization Coalition.
At KSMO Radio, it's 4 minutes after 8, top of the hour time, brought to you by Doug Wisdom and Wisdom Financial Services. 729-7508 is the number to call. Talk with Doug, a member of Emeritus. He can help you with those future financial needs. Doug Wisdom and Wisdom Financial Services. Here at KSMO Radio, let's get to that Civic Record, a program of church and civic news and a mention of persons recently deceased. The Civic Record being brought to you as a courtesy of Southtown Furniture on Highway 19 South, and reminding you and yours, don't forget they have a great collection of fantastic floor coverings. Now, whether you're looking for carpet, or maybe vinyl, or maybe tile, or maybe you're thinking about hardwood, not a problem. Get in touch with your friends at Southtown, and you can sit there and you can browse through sample after sample. Trust me, there's a lot of them to go through. See them today for that need. And, of course, they have beautiful furnishings, your bedding, appliances, accessories, all under one roof. You can get a lot done at one time by stopping by locally here at Southtown. Southtown Furniture right here in Salem, 1601 South Highway 19. Call 729-3422 or go online to SouthtownFurnitureSalem.com. Truly where the bargains are. Janice Darlene Heron of Osage Beach, formerly of St. James, passed away Friday, April 19th at the age of 84. Funeral services for Janice Darlene Heron will be held at 11 o'clock tomorrow morning at the St. James Chapel of James and Gar Mortuary. Visitation will be this evening from 5 till 7 at the James and Gar Mortuary Chapel in St. James. Interment will be in the Southern Cemetery. Janice Darlene Heron is survived by children James Heron and wife Rose of St. Mary's, Georgia, Matthew Heron Sr. and wife Brandy of Baldwin, Missouri, Melinda Furby and husband Raymond of Lake Ozark, Missouri, a sister Deanna Urquhart and husband Turfik of Turkey, 9 grandchildren, 9 great-grandchildren, and a host of extended family and friends. All the arrangements are under the direction of the James and Gar Mortuary of St. James for Janice Darlene Heron, whose funeral services will be held Friday morning at 11 at the St. James Chapel of James and Gar Mortuary. Beverly Jean Powell of Salem passed away Monday, April 22nd at the age of 97. Funeral services for Beverly Jean Powell will be at noon Saturday at the Wilson Mortuary Salem Chapel, with burial in the Cedar Grove Cemetery following the services. Visitation will be Saturday morning from 10 until service time at the chapel. Beverly Jean Powell, survived by children Cheryl Eccles and husband Dan of Salem, Kay Revelle and Orvin Harris of Sunrise Beach, Hayden Powell Jr. and wife Rose of Osage Beach, Missouri, and Jeannie Trimmer and husband Mark of Salem, plus 16 grandchildren, 24 great-grandchildren, 17 great-great-grandchildren, and extended family and friends. Memorial contributions may be made to the Salem Public Library. Memorial envelopes are available, and all the arrangements are under the direction of the Wilson Mortuary of Salem for Beverly Jean Powell, whose funeral services will be at noon Saturday at the Wilson Mortuary Salem Chapel. More of our Civic Record is next when we come right back.
Southtown Furniture. Southtown, where the bargains are. We've got everything from furniture to appliances, quality floor covering. We won't be undersold, you'll see. To you, that is our guarantee. Southtown Furniture, where the bargains are.
Continuing with the Civic Record, a Gardener's Dream Paint and Sip will be held Friday night with Danielle Norris at the Creative Arts Center from 6 to 8:30. You can paint a cute canvas scene with some of the gardener's favorite things. Danielle will lead you step by step through the whole process. Cost is $25 for all the supplies, and they will be provided. At least 6 people will need to sign up to hold the class, and it will be limited to 20. Class registrations are on a first-come, first-served basis with online registrations. Interested persons can sign up under programs at the SalemCommunityBetterment.com website for the activities at the Creative Arts Center. On Saturday afternoon at 4, the Jadwin Volunteer Fire Department will celebrate their 27th General Membership Meeting. Barbecue and beverages will be provided, as well as paper plates, plasticware, and napkins. You are, though, if you plan on attending, asked to please bring a favorite picnic food, dessert, casserole, pie, or a cake, and you can share that with your neighbors. The Jadwin Volunteer Fire Department is located at 33 Highway ZZ at the intersection of routes K and ZZ. They'll celebrate that membership meeting this Saturday at 4 at the Jadwin Volunteer Fire Department. Salem Acoustic Jam will be held on Saturday at 6:30 at the Creative Arts Center. Come on out, bring your instrument and join in, or just come and, listen to the music and tap your feet. All types of music are played, and whether you are a beginner or you can call yourself a pro, everybody's welcome to come and participate. There is no charge to attend. And this Saturday at the Eagles Club, they're going to have their karaoke by Stagecoach Productions from 7 to 11. Everybody is welcome to come on out and show off your singing skills. And, of course, if you're hungry, come on out and bring your tummy skills, because the kitchen will be open from 5 until 8. It's all open to the public, and you are invited. Come on out to the Eagles Club on Highway 32 West, just past the airport, and it is on the north side of the highway, so be checking it out right around the curve down there past the airport, right across from MoDOT's maintenance center that they have for the roads. Again, the Salem Eagles Club for karaoke. It'll be Saturday night, 7 to 11 with Stagecoach Productions, and for food, the kitchen's open 5 to 8, and everybody is welcome to attend. At the Salem Nutrition site today, they'll be serving up beef tacos. These are soft tacos with all the fixings and tortilla shells, refried beans, and cinnamon pears. Again, it's beef soft tacos with all the fixings and the tortilla shells, refried beans, and cinnamon pears. Lunch is served from 11 to 12:30. Everybody, anybody, all ages are welcome to eat lunch at the Salem Nutrition site. Inside the Salem Senior Center, 604 North McGrath Lane. Give them a call if you have any questions about the menu or about other things you can do, like Meals on Wheels or other senior services. 729-2373. Don't forget their soup and salad bar starts at 10:30 in the morning. Don't forget their menu, beef soft tacos with those fixins and tortilla shells, refried beans and cinnamon pears, and the menu can change without notice. And there you have it, a look at our civic record. It's a program of church and civic news and a mention of persons recently deceased. Civic Record brought to you as a courtesy of Southtown Furniture, Highway 19 South. Make it a point to stop on by and visit. They're open Monday through Saturday, and they have a wide selection of different pieces that you can inspect, check out, try out, look at, feel, touch, sit down, lie down, and just make sure that they're the ones you're wanting. You know, they have everything from curio cabinets all the way to your classic, beautiful sectionals. They got floor coverings galore, bedding for all types of bedding, from the Certipedic and the Perfect Sleeper, the iComfort sleep system, the hybrid. They've got all kinds of different bedding. Check it all out for yourself. All available at Southtown. Southtown Furniture in Salem, truly where the bargains are. And just give them a call, 729-3422, or stop by 1601 South Highway 19. Southtown Furniture in Salem, part of the Bodar family furniture store, serving you since 1922. It's 13 after 8. Top of the hour time brought to you by Doug Wisdom and Wisdom Financial Services, 729-7508. Give Doug a call today. We have some news on the Missouri Net coming up and an AP news. And we have sports on the Missouri Net all on the way. KSMO Salem, 1340 AM, 95.7 FM, online, KSMOradio.com, your KSMO Stream Facebook page, and KSMO YouTube. What's the fastest way for you to get yourself up to date on the latest in news, sports, weather, and obituaries that costs you absolutely nothing? It's Your World Today. Serving Salem and Dent County now for over 20 years, Your World Today is 4 pages of information that will take you about 5 minutes to read, and they're available in over 30-plus locations in Salem and in Bunker. Your World Today. Pick one up every weekday. They're free.
We are Missouri Farm Bureau Insurance, and we're here for all of life's wins. Like when you get a new car, or new boat, or new driver, or when your son moves out, but your mom moves in, or you find out you're expecting again, or when one rental property turns into 2, then 20, or you realize they're all in Tornado Alley. Life is full of life events. Make sure you have the right policy for each of life's wins.
A life event could qualify you for a discount. Call me, Willie Strader, your Missouri Farm Bureau Insurance agent, and we will make sure you have the coverage you need.
Missouri Net News, I'm Marshall Griffin. Another attempt to defund Planned Parenthood is headed to Governor Mike Parson's desk. The Missouri legislature passed a bill that would ban state Medicaid funding for the provider. Abortions are already illegal in Missouri except for in medical emergencies, and the state's Medicaid program does not reimburse for those abortions. Kansas City Democrat Ashley Awney questions the state's budget priorities.
Where do these folks go? Men and women, where do they go? We have rural hospitals closing across our state. You know what we did put money towards? Crisis pregnancy centers that do not offer health care. Hundreds of thousands of dollars to them, but we want to defund the clinics that are screening for STIs, that are screening for cancer.
Branson Republican Brian Seitz questions if Missouri's Planned Parenthood clinics are sending state funding to other states to carry out abortions. The House is now considering legislation that would ban child marriage in Missouri. Republican Senator Holly Thompson Rader wants to ban marriages for anyone under 18 without exceptions. Rader tells a House committee that Missouri's lax marriage laws are a contributing factor to sex trafficking.
There's been a tie with that, bringing kids in and then taking them to a state that they can be married. And it's a lot of times marriage is a part of it, and it's slavery and bringing that child into your home. And that's what we've seen across the U.S.
But fellow Republican State Rep Mitch Boggs feels Rader's bill does not fix the problem. He's concerned the bill gives the government the excuse to, quote, intrude in family marriage. And a missing dog from the Springfield area has been found 230 miles away in southeast Missouri's Sikeston. A woman was walking her 2 dogs, Roxy and Dante, on January 15th when they both ran off. They were not wearing their e-collars at the time, according to TV station KFVS in Cape Girardeau. Earlier this month, a woman was tagged in a post that said Roxy had been spotted in Sikeston. She and Roxy were reunited on April 13th. The other dog, Dante, is still missing. This is Missouri Net.
Help DEA keep our community safe and healthy by participating in National Prescription Drug Take-Back Day, Saturday, April 27th. Take action right in your own home by cleaning out your medicine cabinet of unneeded medications. Keep them safe, clean them out, take them back. Find a collection site near you at DEATakeback.com. Do your part to lower overdose deaths and prevent prescription drug misuse before it starts. That's DEATakeback.com.
Getting ready to take on spring? Make your first move with the reliable performance and power of Steel battery tools. From hedge trimmers and mowers to string trimmers and more, right now you can save $50 on select AK System battery tool sets. Real Steel. Find yours at steeldealers.com. Offer valid on select AK System sets for a limited time only while supplies last. See participating dealer for details.
Tenured professor at Southern Illinois University has died after a long struggle with brain cancer. Anthony Morbeth reports.
Scott McClurg, who died on Saturday, grew up in the St. Louis area. According to the Daily Egyptian, the university's news publication, McClurg often swam in Coldwater Creek, which is now known to be contaminated with nuclear waste from the region's involvement in the building of the atomic bomb. Many who have played in the contaminated water or came in contact with it have had health concerns, including identical cancers. In Washington, D.C., members of Missouri's congressional delegation have been working on legislation that would extend the life of the Radiation Exposure Compensation Act.
A Tulsa, Oklahoma man has been sentenced to 10 years in federal prison without parole for his role in a conspiracy to distribute large amounts of methamphetamine across southwest Missouri. 39-year-old Jeffrey Hewley admitted to being a courier during the conspiracy. And both of Missouri's U.S. Senators, Josh Hawley and Eric Schmidt, voted no on the $95 billion foreign aid package which was signed into law Wednesday by President Biden. This is Missouri Net.
Let's see what's cooking at the Salem Nutrition Center for today. They will be serving up on this Thursday from 11 until 12:30 beef soft tacos with all the fixins and tortilla shells, refried beans, and cinnamon pears. The nutrition site's located inside the Salem Senior Center, 604 North McGrath Lane. In all ages, everybody is welcome to attend. If you happen to be 60 and above, your suggested contribution is $5. If you're under the age of 60, it's $7. A soup and salad bar begins at 10:30 in the morning, and again, everybody's welcome for lunch from 11 to 12:30. Getting that meal today will be beef soft tacos with all the fixins and tortilla shells, refried beans, and cinnamon pears. And lunch is from 11 to 12:30. The Salem Nutrition site inside the Salem Senior Center. And if you have any questions, call 729-2373. Don't forget the menu can change without notice. Every weekday, we bring you that Salem Nutrition Center's menu as a courtesy of KSMO. We got AP News and sports on the way. Keep it here, KSMO Radio.
Country Mart in Salem is the one place to go to get everything you need. Where you'll find a greenhouse, deli, and gluten-free, organic, and diabetic products. Fresh fruit and vegetables as well. Country Mart also has a deli and a bakery, plus they have propane tanks for your barbecue, and everything you need can be found under one roof at Country Mart in Salem. Stop by today at Country Mart in Salem.
Have you ever met a nematode? Probably not. But this sneaky ingrate and its billions of friends steal soybean yields right out from under your nose. Nematodes cause up to $1.5 billion in soybean revenue loss each year. And if that's not enough, they also amplify sudden death syndrome. Why? Because they're microscopic good-for-nothing thieves, that's why. Take action against these yield-stealing jerks with Allevo soybean seed treatment from BASF, the only proven winner against both SEN and SDS. And remember to always read and follow label directions.
More variety, less repetition. KSMO Salem.
This is AP News. I'm Rita Foley.
This morning, Donald Trump is talking about his legal challenges. He'll be back in court in New York City this morning for his hush money trial, and the judge has not yet said whether he'll hold Donald Trump in contempt and fine him for violating a gag order that barred him from making public statements about witnesses, jurors, and others linked to the case. This morning, former President Trump said this.
They've taken my constitutional right away with a gag order. That's all it is. It's election interference. This whole thing is election interference.
Also this morning, the Supreme Court hears arguments on whether Donald Trump should be protected from prosecution for actions he took while he was in the White House. The AP's Mark Sherman covers the High Court.
The court will hear an argument in the case about whether Trump is himself immune from prosecution. And a decision in that case could come by late June, although the special counsel Jack Smith has asked the court to decide that case on a much faster time frame, which might allow a trial to be held before the November election if indeed the court finds that Trump is not immune from prosecution.
Those protests on college campuses here in the U.S. against the Israel-Hamas war are continuing. This student is at the encampment at Columbia University in New York, though she does not attend that school.
Columbia University sets a precedent for many universities across the country and across the globe. And the more successful we are here, the more successful we open the gates for other students. And so that's why I traveled to be here, is to stand in solidarity with the students at Columbia.
Now to France. Air passengers traveling to and from Paris have been facing delays and cancellations, even though air traffic controllers have decided to cancel a strike after last-minute negotiations. Flight operations had already been cut back. This is AP News. Now to weapons in space.
Russia vetoed a United Nations resolution calling for the prevention of a dangerous nuclear arms race in space. The resolution would have called for all countries not to develop or deploy nuclear arms or other weapons of mass destruction in space. U.S. Ambassador Linda Thomas-Greenfield is scratching her head.
President Putin himself has said publicly that Russia has no intention
of deploying nuclear weapons in space.
Russian Ambassador Vasily Nebenzia dismissed the resolution. He says the council is once again being involved in a dirty spectacle prepared by the U.S. and Japan. This is a cynical ploy. He also said it didn't go far enough in banning all types of weapons in space. Thomas Greenfield says the veto begs the question, why?
What could you possibly be hiding?
China abstained from voting. I'm Ed Donahue.
And I'm Rita Foley, AP News.
Have you seen Town Screen yet? It's one of the most affordable ways to get your message out in the community. With strategically placed vertical screens in numerous locations in Salem, check it out the Salem United Methodist Church, Dent County Health Center, and the local on 4th Street, just to name a few. Find out more about how you can use Town Screen for everything local. Stop by 800 South Main or call 636-338-1199. Hometown created and maintained Town Screen in Salem.
Want a product that will give you nitrogen all season long? Then you want to try Envita. Envita gets directly into the cells of the plants, and it's easy to apply, foliar or in furrow. Envita provides the flexibility you need for your farm practices. Whether you want to reduce your nitrogen and maintain yield, or maintain your nitrogen and increase yield, Envita fits your farm. Envita SC formulation is OMRI registered. To learn more about Envita, visit azotic.com. That's AZOTIC.com.
Missouri Nut Sports, I'm Bill Pollock. Deja vu at Kauffman Stadium. The Royals beat the Blue Jays 3-2 again, second straight night, and for the second game in a row, Bobby Witt Jr. provided the game-winning hit. An RBI single in the fifth inning put the Royals up, and then the bullpen shut the door. John Schreiber picking up the win, lowering his ERA to .75. Bobby loves the bullpen.
Yeah, unbelievable. Just shut down, pretty much. Come to the game and give them a lead, and they're tight, and they're just shutting it down, so it's pretty fun to watch.
Royals close out the 4-game series this afternoon, starting just after 1. It took a while, but the Cardinals finally got to their old teammate Jordan Montgomery, a 5-1 win over the Diamondbacks. Lars Nootbaar hit a 2-run double. Nolan Arenado drove in a run to help take 2 out of 3 in the series.
Monty's a really good pitcher, man. He's tough. That two-seamer moves a lot, and he pitched a really good game today. We were fortunate to get a few runs there at the end and get a win, but, we love Monty. We miss him, man. He's a good dude. But like I said, we're happy to come out with the win.
The Cardinals play the Mets in New York tomorrow. The Missouri House of Representatives announced the induction of legendary Missouri Tigers basketball coach Norm Stewart into the Hall of Famous Missourians. The ceremony will take place on May 1st at the Capitol. Norm coached for 32 seasons and had 634 wins. In the 25 seasons after Norm has retired, Mizzou has just 451. That's 183 fewer from Quinn Snyder, Mike Anderson, Frank Haith, Kim Anderson, Konzo Martin, and Dennis Gates. Norm will join other sports greats Buck O'Neil and Stan Musial in the Hall of Famous Missourians. The first round of the NFL Draft is tonight from Detroit. The Chiefs are slotted for the 32nd pick. GM Brett Veach did a lot of off-season work with long-term deals and signing free agents. This will be about building depth.
I think O-line, receivers, corners are good hot spots throughout the draft, and that's a good thing because we can use one of each of those.
Bill Pollock, Missouri Nut Sports.
The people at your Touchstone Energy Cooperative wear many hats. Your customer service rep might also coach at the local middle school. Or some of our line workers are also volunteer firefighters. It's true, we take pride in serving our members. That's why you'll find us helping out in our community. Because we not only work here, we live here.
We are Missouri's electric cooperatives. Learn more at membersfirst.coop today.
Every year, 4.5 million young adults between the ages of 18 and 24 visit the ER.
It's every parent's nightmare.
Umergency gives you all the tools you need to quickly and effectively manage your family's emergency. Umergency provides instant access to vital resources, customized to your student's campus and local community, digital consent form, and built-in urgent alert button. Umergency gives you peace of mind when you need it most. Download your Umergency app now.
It's Fitz, F-I-T with a Z from the Country Top 40. And in case you missed us last weekend, Morgan Wallen and Eric Church took over at number 1 with Man Made a Bar. And this weekend, they're going to be facing Sam Hunt, who's also ready for a shot at that number 1 title. Can Morgan and Eric hold on at number 1 for another week, or will they retire their belt to Sam? We'll see you this weekend for all the hits on the Country Top 40 with Fitz right here.
Black vultures can be harmful to livestock operations across Missouri. Missouri Department of Agriculture Director Chris Chin.
We are encouraging producers to keep your cattle up close where there's a lot of human activity, especially when you're calving. If you're looking for a depredation permit, we encourage you to reach out to the Missouri Farm Bureau. They're able to issue you a permit that will allow you to take up to 5 of the black vultures. We also are encouraging farmers and ranchers and producers to be reaching out to their University of Missouri Extension office. They have a lot of valuable resources to help you mitigate black vultures on your farm. We also have funds available at the Department of Agriculture to reimburse for necropsy results when the loss is determined to be by a black vulture. This determination has to come from a certified veterinarian or the U.S. Department of Agriculture Wildlife Services. You can find more information about black vultures on the Missouri Department of Agriculture website at agriculture.mo.gov.
At the KSMO Studios, it's 8:30, and I want to tell you that at Country Mart today, you can save on your family pack lean ground round, $4.98 a pound. They also have Best Choice premium ice cream. Get 2 containers, $6, and your Wishbone or Western dressings for your salad, 15-ounce size. Get 2 of them, $5. Stop by, save today, and you will save down at Country Mart every single day. Country Mart on Highway 32, 72 East of Salem, here to help you save. Well, we do expect to get some rain in a little bit later on this morning. It'll probably be after the 9 o'clock hour, top of the 9 o'clock hour, sometime in there. It should be fairly light or no more than moderate in nature. But for the most part, we're not going to see most of our rain until this afternoon. So, if we get it at all, 40% chance of rain this morning. 60% chance by this afternoon. Clouds high about 66 with a southeasterly breeze at 5 to 10. It's been mostly out of the east this morning, but it will eventually meander down to the southeast. We could see wind gusts to 25 miles an hour. Tonight, showers, thunder showers likely, as we mentioned, 60% chance, and that's going to be throughout the entire evening and after midnight as well. Low of 50 with southeast winds at 10 to 20, gusting to near 30. And then for Friday itself, cloudy with a high of 73. It'll be breezy and very breezy, I should say, almost to the point of windy. 18 to 25 mile an hour winds gusting to near 40, 70% chance of that rain. For Friday night, a 60% chance of showers, cloudy, low of 61, still windy with that south wind at 20 to 25, gusting to near 40. For Saturday, a 50-50 chance of rain early, becoming partly sunny with a high near 78. It'll still be very breezy with south winds 20 to 25, gusting to 40 miles an hour, and then a 50% chance of more rain developing late Saturday afternoon. And Saturday night, we'll have a 30% chance of some lingering light rain, but more than likely after midnight. Cloudy, low of 62, and still breezy. And Sunday, a 60% chance of more showers and thunder showers. We'll have a high of 75 on Sunday and still very, very breezy. At the KSMO Studios, as we speak to you right now, we have 50 degrees. We have partly to mostly cloudy skies. We do have breezes that are coming at us, and they are coming at us out of the east at 6 miles an hour. 76% the relative humidity, and the pressure on the climb, 30.23 inches, and feels like 47 right now, KSMO Radio. All righty, 8:33 is our time in your hometown radio source, KSMO Salem. And now look at weather, brought to you by Titan Paving and Drainage. So you've been thinking about getting rid of that water away from your home. Every time it rains, your basement leaks, or maybe your sidewalk or your garage is just starting to teeter with water. Maybe because it wasn't set up right. Especially if you have a driveway or sidewalk that when it does rain, actually just kind of floods a little bit. Well, that can be prevented. Get in touch with Don Mutz and your friends at Titan Paving and Drainage. They can help you out and come out and assess the situation and figure out what's the best way to remove that water away from your home, where it can do damages, not only to your home and your foundation, but to your sidewalks, to your driveways. They'll crack up. Eventually, you're going to have to replace those areas,
And why do it in a big hurry? Why not get the water run away and keep those driveways and sidewalks intact? Call Don at 453-6462 or 453-6379. Don Mutz, Titan Paving and Drainage.
Most contractors, when building a structure, do not consider the damage stormwater can create in the long run, which is why so many people have water issues around their home or business. There is an art as well as a science to rerouting stormwater, and Titan Paving and Drainage has been providing these services for over 17 years. Call them before you hire a contractor, not schooled or experienced in this specialized service, to find out how to stop your water problems before they ever start. Call Titan today at 453-6462 or 453-6379.
At KSMO Radio, it's now time for that Brownfield agribusiness news from the state of Missouri, right here on KSMO Radio, your hometown radio station. And, of course, it's being brought to you as a courtesy of all of us right here at KSMO, your hometown radio source. Now, a little bit of weather right here, KSMO Salem, Missouri, brought to you by your friends at Titan Paving and Drainage, and now agribusiness news from the Brownfield Farm Market Network, the Missouri Report.
A bill has been introduced in the U.S. House that would allow E15 to be sold in the 2024 summer driving season. I'm Kara Hart with Ag News on Brownfield. Congressman Zach Dunn says the year-round E15 Act wouldn't have been necessary if the U.S. Environmental Protection Agency would have enacted year-round sales beginning this year.
This year, they're not budging. They're talking about allowing E15 in the out years. I've asked the Secretary of Ag to weigh in support of this. They were not able to be of assistance. We've asked the EPA repeatedly to lift this waiver, and they've been non-responsive.
The Iowa Republican tells Brownfield the legislation has received bipartisan support, but Congress has a short window to get it passed.
We've got to have this done before May.
U.S. ethanol production fell to a 12-week low last week. The U.S. Energy Information Administration says production averaged 983,000 barrels a day. Iowa State University's Center for Ag and Rural Development says estimated operating margins for the typical Iowa plant were below year-ago levels, reflecting a smaller return. The Renewable Fuels Association says ethanol stocks were 26.1 million barrels, a decline from the previous week but up from a year ago, and U.S. ethanol exports were the largest since mid-December. U.S. Trade Representative Katherine Tai told U.S. Senators the USTR and USDA are working with Brazil to overcome market access barriers for U.S. ethanol, including the 18% import tariff.
Our objective is to ensure that U.S. ethanol can once again compete on a level playing field with domestically produced ethanol in Brazil.
Tai said her latest engagement with Brazil happened more than a month ago, and at the time, the Brazilians indicated at all levels their desire to find a way to accommodate the priority. U.S. Senator John Thune told U.S. Trade Representative Katherine Tai on Wednesday the ag industry needs more new free trade agreements.
Now, you say we've got a different approach to trade, and I understand that approach is grounded in things other than market access. But market access is what our farmers and ranchers are looking for to open up the markets so they can sell their products and get the trade deficit back to trade surplus.
Thune called free trade agreements with the European Union and United Kingdom low-hanging fruit. Tai said there are no easy FTAs.
In the last years of the Trump administration, in those negotiations, the UK had refused to put ag market access on the table.
Tai said the Biden administration cares about farmers and ranchers, but Thune said it's a challenge to convince agriculture that's the case when tariff and non-tariff barriers aren't being addressed in the trade agenda. More than 200,000 children in Missouri struggle with hunger. Help us get Missouri food products on the plates of hungry Missouri children by joining the drive to feed kids. I'm Kara Hart for Brownfield.
We are strong, we are resilient, and we will get through this together. But these are stressful times, and it's important to also practice good self-care. It's normal to feel overwhelmed, anxious, or afraid, but there is hope. Reach out to someone, connect with your friends, stay in touch with your community, and know that you are not alone. Learn more at wearebroadcasters.com/hope, furnished by the National Association of Broadcasters and this station.
World Pork Expo is back in Des Moines, June 5th and 6th at the Iowa State Fairgrounds.
Network with industry professionals, attend valuable educational seminars, and explore the latest products from hundreds of vendors. Mark your calendars for 2 days full of events, and don't forget to grab your free lunch at the Big Grill each day. This is more than an expo. It's where the pork world comes together. Learn more at worldpork.org.
Hello, my name is Dr. Nasser Al-Masalma, but you can call me Dr. Al. I am a board-certified physician on internal medicine at SMDH, Family Medicine, where I look to find the cause of your health problem, then prescribe the right treatment and remedy to make you healthy again. I'm accepting new patients, so please call 729-8000 to make an appointment. Salem Memorial District Hospital, every patient, every encounter, every time.
The Angie's List you know and trust is now Angie, and we're so much more than just a list. We still connect you with top local pros and show you ratings and reviews, but now we also let you compare upfront prices on hundreds of projects and book a service instantly. We can even handle the rest of your project from start to finish. So remember, Angie's List is now Angie, and we're here to get your job done right. Get started at Angie.com. That's ANGI, or download the app today.
There's a place for do-it-yourselfers with everything for your car or truck.
It's Clean Car Month at K&H Auto Supply. You'll find Stoner Invisible Glass Cleaner, 2 for $11. Turtle Wax Hybrid Solutions for $15.99. And Rain-X Interior Glass Anti-Fog for $6.99. Stop by today at K&H Auto Supply, your Parts City Auto Parts store here in Salem.
Parts City, yeah, Parts City, Parts City.
Hey, it's Fitz from the Country Top 40 inviting you to join